How you doing, guys? It's Jamie here. Just jumped off the weekly call for the Super Affiliate Accelerator this morning, and it reminded me of one of the conversations that I had with one of our students recently. And him and I were going back and forth in Messenger regarding, I guess, the state of marketing 2021 and beyond, and looking at different ways that we can start to put a few strategies in place to help him ramp up his business. So this particular thing popped up, and I think it might be quite relevant to a lot of you that are going to watch this. So stick around, and I will catch you guys right after this. All right, welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me. If this is the first time on the channel, I'd like to say a very warm welcome to you. My name's Jamie. I'm a full-time affiliate marketer, also a coach for a program. We've got well over 670 students absolutely crushing it. And if you're interested in checking that out or getting some information regarding high-ticket affiliate marketing in particular, there's a link in the description there. Feel free to click on that. It's going to lead you through to my Facebook group. And there's a bunch of information and more detailed training on how you can get started in there as well. All right, anyway, all that out of the way, what was the dealio? What happened today? So like I said, I was chatting with a student of mine, going back and forth regarding a couple of things regarding marketing and how to make the most of 2022 and beyond, all that type of stuff, and what my thoughts were about certain aspects of his business. And he used this term, which I haven't heard for some time. So to give a little bit of context before I reveal the magic word to you, I used to work in finance. In fact, I used to work for a company that provided derivatives, as in the price of the instrument that you're trading is derived from an underlying asset, right? I'll keep things as simple as I possibly can if you're unfamiliar with that. Think of things like foreign exchange trading, options, futures. This was a CFD company. So anyway, get the point. The thing that was in the product disclosure statement that was relevant to this conversation is something called a force majeure. And hopefully I'm not butchering the pronunciation of that too much, but what that means in financial terms, at least anyway, or contract terms I should say, is basically if there is a godlike event or an unforeseen event that causes neither party to be responsible for the contractual terms. And so what that meant was if hypothetically our servers blew up, or there was a volcano, or anything like that, like an act of God type event, what that would mean is that we weren't liable for those people's trades. And the reason for that is because people would call up and they'd be like, hey, yeah, I totally would have got into the market at that price, and now the market's doing this thing, so I've lost money and now you owe me. And so that's why we had that in place, and it's pretty clever because, like I say, people do tend to take the mickey a little bit out of these things, right? So anyway, force majeure event. Now, the reason why my business was able to go from pretty much nothing to $1,000 days, first $10,000 a month in late 2019, right through to now where I'm sort of hovering anywhere between sort of 25 and 40K per month, and growing as well, might I add. And the reason for that, I credit to what I'm about to tell you guys. So that's the background of the story. The reason why I mentioned that word, the reason why this is relevant is the gentleman used that word. He said, blah, 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 force majeure. And I'm like, wow, okay, I have not heard that word other than in finance terms, or contract terms, I should say, anyway. And so it made me think, like I say, that one of the key reasons that has allowed my business to blow up in recent times, over the last 2 years at least. Anyway, sure, timing, luck maybe on my side, who knows, but the reality is it was because I gave my business focus. Wow, genius, right? I know you're thinking, well, I was hoping there'd be some secret sauce on this, man, like what are you doing? But the reality is that all it was is that instead of me spending, as I did for the prior 7 years, which was mucking around and trying to buy every tiny little course I possibly could, and half watching a couple of modules and then going away for a couple of months and then coming back and implementing a little bit but not really, and then buying another one because it looked shinier and all that type of stuff, which I'm sure a lot of people that are listening or watching at this stage are probably relating to, probably thinking, yeah, that sounds a little bit like me actually, come to think of it. I've got a lot of products on my digital bookshelf collecting digital dust, right? And so that was me. That was me up until late 2019. And then I got really super focused. And as cliche as it is, I started focusing on just one product. This is the Super Affiliate Accelerator, which is of hence where we run the award for. Behind me there is my business partner and mentor, Jacob Karras, and of course, Chris Donnelly, the other gentleman. And so therefore, things have blown up as a result of that, of course, as well. But over and above that, it was because I focused on the one thing. I didn't deviate, and every time I would try to deviate, guess what? My income would just turn to dust. and I would lose momentum in my business. And so when this gentleman said, blah, 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 force majeure, I thought, cool, force majeure focus. And what I mean by that is you need to have so much focus on your business and so much focus on the revenue generating activities in your business that only a force majeure event can stop you from staying focused, basically. So if you apply that level of focus to your business, I can absolutely categorically say you're going to propel yourself forward. And I'm going to take it one step further. I'm going to say that it probably is over and above just business stuff. I'm talking like life in general. I'm sure that any goal that you're trying to achieve or work towards, if you apply that level of focus, obviously it means that you need to be consistent with it. Good things are going to happen. We're going to need a bit of patience because sometimes they take a little bit longer than anticipated. Like I say, all this stuff took me, 7.5-ish years before anything really blew up. But once it did, then I understood the process, understood why it was so important to remain focused. And of course, if you do apply that, like I say, forget all the noise, forget all the tabs that you got open at the moment, forget all that stuff. Just apply yourself to the program or course, whatever it is that you have at the moment. Take action on that. Make sure you are implementing on a very consistent basis. Focus on that and nothing more for however long it takes. And you will start to achieve some awesome results in your business. So hopefully this resonates with a couple of you guys. I know that there's a lot of us out there that are kind of scratching our heads, and every week we're buying like a new thing, and then we're kind of half going into it, and then not really implementing stuff. And so if that's you, this is something that has resonated with you, give yourself permission to stay focused. And as the old acronym says, follow one course until successful, and you will be successful. Anyway, my name's Jamie. Hopefully this gives you guys a bit of an insight and a bit of help along the way. If you're interested in learning more about how I can help you out, check out my free group below. Feel free to smash that like button, drop a comment below, let me know your thoughts, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.